Hi everyone, I'm standing here together with Rich Hill, Chief Creative Officer at Salou Dark Rides, in front of Uncharted. It's just open for press. Rich, have you had the chance to ride it yet?
Oh, yeah, lots of times.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. I mean, for me, it's I ride. We make little tweaks and just try and get it perfect. And I think that we got it perfect. I mean, this is an amazing attraction based on Uncharted. All the characters, it's got all the action, the thrill. And yeah, we're super excited about everyone being able to ride today.
Great.
Have you had a chance to ride?
I had a chance to ride, yeah.
What did you think?
It was good. I really like the tricks that were in there in combination with the projections. That was really cool.
Awesome.
Really cool.
Awesome.
How was it like to collaborate with PortAventura, Enigma, Sony, and you, of course, to create this? What was that like?
It's incredible. We had an all-star team. Everybody was just on top of their game. Using the multi-dimensional coaster from Enigma is a true game changer for the industry. Having rotation, being able to stop, start, launches, backward drops, sideways launches. I mean, this coaster has everything in it, and it's in an air-conditioned, enclosed environment with an hour-long pre-show that is completely immersive. So, yeah, I mean, the team, everybody stepped up. Working with Sony was amazing. This is actually a new story that was created for this attraction, based on Uncharted, but a completely new story. We've got a villain that was created just for this attraction. His name's Landon Kilbride, and he's the owner of Kilbride Industries, and he's our bad guy, and Sony let us create this new story with a new character. It was so cool. That's amazing. For a park, that's amazing.
How did you come up with the story? Because I guess the story is also meant to integrate Uncharted with the stories you already have in PortAventura. How did that come out?
I mean, it was so important to get intimate with the characters, with the themes of the story, of the movie, with the video games. I was already a gamer. I mean, I've played the video games for years, but to really become intimate with it and understand what those characters, how they interact, things like that, and then crafting that story was, just writing, trying to develop the characters, how they interact, how they talk with each other, the comedy, the action, the adventure, trying to put that all together. It was a lot of work to do, but that's work that I love. So me and the team, we really love working on this project.
Sounds great. And what was it like for you? Because you generally work on dark rides, now you work on a roller coaster. What's the major change in that?
That's right. Well, it goes up and down this way, just this way. Yeah. So, I mean, this is Salou Dark Ride's first dark coaster, and that's where we're pointing it. And it was amazing. Intimate was very helpful in taking us through the process, giving us all the information that we needed to be able to craft a story around this ride layout. It was tough, it is, it's like working in XYZ instead of just XY. So, that was, trying to get the team to wrap their head around how that works. The speeds that you're at, the speed that you go by things. In a dark ride, how fast you're going. You generally have timing. Here, based on the weight of the vehicle, you can be going faster, you can be going slower. The wheels, if they're older, if they're newer, it changes timing completely. So that was tough to get around, but understanding those things, you're able to craft the story in a way that made it make sense. And so every time you ride, whether you're going fast or slow, you're going to get the same experience.
Okay, that's cool. It's really tough, I guess. Yeah.
It's difficult, yeah, but it's just a great learning experience. And we look forward to doing more of these. Salou Dark Ride is going to be in the coaster. Yep.
One last question, because you already did street mission in this park, you walked through it together actually.
Yeah, that's right.
How did it feel for you when PortAventura came actually back to you to ask for another ride?
It's so nice. I mean, that is what's so cool about repeat clients, is that you perform, you threw your heart into something, and they enjoyed it so much, and their clients, the guests enjoyed it so much, that they come back to you. That's just, that above all is what we strive to do. It's just to make our clients satisfied, make the guests happy, and to do it all over again.
That sounds good. Well, thanks a lot for this ride, and thanks for the interview.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much. Really great to see you. Yep. Hi, Dark Ride Database.
Admito que clases de nadadores navegaron desde España hasta el Nuevo Mundo, donde se hicieron con todo este oro de los guerreros.
So David, congratulations on the Uncharted attraction. I just wanted to ask very quickly, from concept to final production, what we see before us today, how's the general process of that? How does that work usually?
Well, first we launched a customer research on what kind of attraction we should have. For us, the answer was quite easy because that was actually the only attraction that we didn't have, the dark roller coaster. So we knew from the very beginning that we wanted a dark roller coaster. The important thing for us was to make sure that we have a different product, not only as a dark roller coaster, but also the theme. And that's why when you enter here in Far West, you see a huge mountain, which is completely different. And then you enter into a queue that is totally themed, and we start to tell you the story of what you're going to discover in the attraction. So for us, it was customer research and product.
Cool. So for me, the question is, why Intamin? Why Salou Dark Rides? Obviously, they're great manufacturers, but what made them the best people for this project?
Well, Intamin, as you know, is one of the top manufacturers. For us, security is fundamental, so we want to work only with the top. We know that they are a lot more expensive, but we want to work with the top. So for us, security was number one choice. And then reliant, they are very reliant from a development perspective. We did Ferrari Land with them, we did Red Force with them, and it was super well. So Intamin was a no-brainer for us. And Salou, we just seen the theme of the attraction. We did Street Mission with them. It went super well. I think they're super creative, and we decided to go together with them because actually they could actually take Sony and Uncharted to the next level from a storytelling perspective. So they're experts on that. We worked very well with them in Street Mission, and that's what we chose.
Excellent. The one more for me is, how important was it for you to make sure that this ride fit in with Far West, because this is a beautifully themed area already?
Yeah, but that was a challenge. The challenge is, how do you connect Uncharted with the Far West, or you put it, I mean, we could have put it in China, I don't think it fits in China.
No.
We could have put it in Polynesia, I don't think it's in Polynesia, but so for us was, okay, we had the space in here. We had, Uncharted is about explorers, so Far West also was about explorers, it's finding gold, and that's why we actually came up with the story of finding a treasure, a gold treasure, and that's why we put it in the middle of Far West and Mexico, because you have an Aztec storytelling inside, because we're also connecting with Mexico.
Yeah, I think it looks like it just fits in perfectly. Yeah, really do.
Yeah, and the skyline is just beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see, like you're in the Colorado mountains somehow. That's why Far West is beautiful.
How did the Uncharted thing come along with the development of the ride? How did that come to the?
It's a very good question, because it's for us working with our own brand, something that we created, is easier because we don't have to ask anybody. Sony has very strict guidelines in terms of branding and storytelling, so we had to go through them on a regular basis, and Salou Dark Ride had to go through them to make sure that everything we do in terms of storytelling fit with the brand of Uncharted. So it went fine. It's different for us. So we had the same with Ferrari. We had the experience with Ferrari as well, and it's a different process, but it went well. I think it went well.
And why did you choose Uncharted from all the films out there?
Well, I think Sony came with different IPs, and we have other company coming with different IPs as well. And we did a research, and what we like about Uncharted is the film, but also is the gaming. Actually, initially is the gaming. And internationally, they have a very good penetration. We have some data about the gaming penetration, about the Uncharted game penetration in the international markets. And that was very, very attractive for us, because we're trying to penetrate more the UK, the French, and the Benelux markets, and we checked some numbers in those markets, and that game particularly was well known.
And we had the pleasure of riding with yourself on one of the rides there, and with it being a multi-dimensional indoor coaster, there's a lot of elements that make up that particular experience. What's your one favourite ride, a particular part of the ride that you enjoy the most?
I would say the side lounge is fantastic, but I do like the final drop backwards.
With the helicopter.
With the helicopter. So you are looking up, and then you have a helicopter, and then you drop from the helicopter, and then you have a drop backwards. I think that's really cool. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.